Hello everyone! So, it's 1st of January 2024 and Happy New Year to you. So I wish you good health, pure happiness and the best luck that you have ever had in your life. Yeah. So I really hope that this year will be better, much better than the previous one. And I will make more content for you because I'm really sorry that I was absent like for 2 or 3 months on this channel. And we also got finally our first 10,000 views on one single video. Here it is, by the way. We had a lot of comments and it's insane for me. Also I did kind of a face reveal because I got the new equipment from Santa Claus. Yeah, to record of course videos for you. Okay, so let's move on to the topic of our video. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting competition. It is called SOSH. This is a SOSH competition. SOSH competition of technology, because there are many different subjects, but the SOSH competition of technology is about robotics. So yeah, today we are going to discuss this specific competition. This exactly robotics competition have 4 stages and there is a prize of $5,000 at the end. So why is it so different, so unique from any other competition? So the thing is that there are many winners in this competition. Yeah, so there is not just one single spot for this $5,000. You have many of them. So there are many winners, prize winners, and of course participants. And the thing is, another thing, is that winners get $5,000. Prize winners get $3,000. And the participants of the last stage, of the last country stage of this competition, got $1,000. So now let's move on and look on these stages. First stage is school stage. It was quite easy. Yeah, literally. There were 2 parts of it. First was the theoretic part and the second one was the practice part. On the theory part, there were just some strange questions, or some questions that you needed to do through the mathematics, just some sort of calculation. Some questions were too strange, where you needed to identify a beam on the robotics competition. There is no connection. Yeah, that's why they were strange. But at the end, I got a max of it, so it was not too hard. So there was also a practice part. So on this part, you needed to control a motor using the ultrasonic sensor. It was also quite easy. I can't say that it was super hard. Yeah, so I think we can just skip this stage. It was in September or October, like first few months of the fall. So yeah, it was many months ago. So now let's move on to the city stage. It gets quite interesting because now there is not just 2 parts. There is 3 parts. It's like 2.5 of a part. So it was also the theory part, the practice part, and the project. Yeah. So now on the theory part of this stage, it was also quite easy. It was larger than the previous one because on the previous stage, the theory part of it got like 15 tasks, and this one got like 25 of them. So yeah, it was also quite easy. And the thing is that this half of a part as a project was the last question of this theory part. So what is project? What does it mean? You'll see after the practice part. So what is the practice part? What was there? It was much interesting than the previous practice part of that previous stage. Why? Because you'll see why. So yeah, the practice just ended and it was super easy. I'll show you at home what I got. So the score is 60 from 60 and I'm like really happy right now because now I have full score for all 2 stages. So what was the main task of this practice part? So on the start of the program, the red LED needs to be turned on. We needed to combine the button, potentiometer, 3 LEDs, and 1 ultrasonic sensor on one board. And on the start of the program, the red LED needs to be turned on. Then it could be also, the brightness of this LED could be also controlled by the potentiometer. When we press the button, when there is no object here, all 3 LEDs needs to be turned off, and when there is an object on the first position, the blue LED needs to be turned on. Then when it's moved to the second position, the yellow one. At every mode, all these LEDs could be also controlled by this potentiometer. Even if it's on the first one, could be also controlled. Yep. So yes, and if the object was on the 0 stage, it needed to like light up one after another. And it also needed to be controlled by this potentiometer. As you can see, everything's working, and if the button is pressed again, it comes to the sleep mode. So this was the whole task, but wait a second. What was here on this object? Okay, that's not funny. So as you can see, this was the practice part. It was really interesting, as I said, and as you can see, I got even a circuit from it. Yeah. So now let's talk about the project. What does it mean? So the project is a robot that you would present on the regional and the country stage of this competition. I'm making right now my own project. I got some concepts of it. I don't know if you can see. So that's why, like, I was brainstorming ideas. I was, as you can see, making some graphs, making a bigger graph, time management graphs. So this project is really worthwhile. So what is my project about? So my project is about a bot that would be after the collapse in a mine. So my mine bot, let's call it like that, it would move between the place where the emergency happened in the mine. It would detect the gases and also dust in it, and transfer all the information to the head commander, to the head miner. Then they will, of course, come to this place and vent it, of course. Also, my robot will search for a human using this specific sensor. So the main like hard part of the project is the movement of the robot, because as I think, of course it would have camera, or it could be also distantly controlled. I also thinking about that, but I really hope that this project will get many points, because like you just don't need a project for these stages. You also need the documentary about this project. Do many paperwork. I even called a real miner. Seriously, I really called a real miner, and he really said, he of course advised me some ideas about my robot. I changed something, and this is like the final concept of it. You can also say how is it in comments. So the regional stage would be 20 and 21th of the February, 2 days. Also it would be theory and practice part, and I think it could be 14th of the February when I will present my project. So I need to hurry to make it, and that's why of course my videos weren't uploaded, because I needed to work on my project except school. So yeah, it is very interesting, but also what can I say at the end? I can say that I really hope that I will win this competition. All your likes and comments under this video and under other videos are really supporting me to continue making this robot and other robots. I can say also that on the regional stage, the practice part is the hardest part of all parts that were in this competition. Yeah, and by the way, this competition ends somewhere in spring, so yeah. And by the way, my game had an update. Now it's again on the Play Market, Fire Splash, if you if you forgot. So my game is finally out again. It's the version 1.0.1.4, yeah, right, like that, and it got some updates. 10th level is different, yeah. So I really hope that my future video would be also about a new update of the game, because I made so many ideas, and I really hope that I would make them in a game. So yeah, thank you guys that you were with me. Click the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. See you later. Goodbye.